morning, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and all the viewers of the Zexonamid YouTube Sports TV. Ladies and gentlemen, and all my followers, that is the entire world, it's been a long time without saying hi to you, but I hope you are doing fine. This time I will be talking about that is the Uefa Nations League semi-finals involving that is Germany taking on Portugal, as well as that is Spain taking on France. These games will be held that is on the 5th of June, and as they will be held that is on the 5th of June and even on the 4th of June. But before we continue any further, bypassing through some of the key results that happened, France managed to eject that was Croatia. France managed to eject Croatia, that was on penalties, after ending that is 2-2 a piece, that is for either side. I remember earlier on France had won, that was 2-0, and even Croatia managed to win, that was 2-0, and on the reverse fixture France managed also to win, that is 2-0, sending this game into extra time, and we saw France being triumphant, that is in this encounter. The other game was Portugal up against Denmark. Earlier on, Portugal was beaten 1-0, which was scored by last month's Hojland, and even the reverse fixture, Portugal managed to win this game. That was around 5 goals to 4, making it that is a through pass, that is to the semi-finals. Spain drew, that was 2-2, that was in Amsterdam up against Netherlands, and even in Madrid the game ended, that was 3-3. However, when we went into penalties, Spain managed to become triumphant, and they are even the defending champions of the UEFA Nations League, that is 2023, as well as the Euro Championship. So they could be making history of defending this, where we saw some extraordinary performances from the legs of Lamine Yamal. The other game was Germany up against Italy. Earlier on, Germany had won, that was 2-1 away, that is in Italy. However, on the reverse fixture, that is the game ended, that was 3-3, when Italy had a trip, that is to Munich, the game ending 3-3, and with so doing, Germany managed to progress by a superior goal difference. Since then, the draws for the semi-finals were made, and this is the game. The talking points, all of these are big games. Spain will be hosting, that is France, on the 5th of June, as well as Germany will be taking on, that is Portugal, that is on the 4th of June. Some key talking points, the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo managed to score, that was in the quarterfinals, despite of him also missing out a penalty. Some key boys, the likes of Francesco Tricao, also managed to score in this game. However, we saw some exceptional performances from legs of, that is Bernardo Silva of Manchester City, celebrating even his 100th cap, that is at the Portuguese national team. On the side of that is Germany, also, as the game will be between Germany and Portugal, Germany managed to win this game, that their previous game up against Italy, that was 2-1, and even drawing 3-3, meaning that they are the only team that managed to progress even over here without taking this game into penalties. Key points, Jamal Musiala, that is the German, the Bundesliga superstar and Bayern Munich superstar, is one of the key boys who is just scoring for fun and could be a contender, that is for the Ballon d'Or, if at all they can perform better, more so in the UEFA Champions League, the Bundesliga, and even the UEFA Nations League. Breaking down this game, Germany has never won this championship or an international championship. I remember way back, that was around 2018 when they managed to win, and 2014 when they managed to win, that was the World Cup, that was in Rio de Janeiro, that was in Brazil, beating Argentina 1-0. Ever since then, their golden generation went off, and on rebuilding the team under some new coaches. I remember the likes of Hans Flick, currently at Barcelona. Things did not move on well after was taken away from Bayern Munich after being triumphant, winning that is the treble, but on the national duties things did not go on well. So Germany managed to go in for Julian Nagelsmann. That is also a former RB Leipzig superstar, Hoffenheim superstar, and even that is Bayern Munich superstar as the coach. I think under his stewardship, the team has managed to change. That is the German national team. They have improved on performance and even the quality of the players. Some of the key talking points in the defense, they are well organized under the stewardship of Real Madrid superstar, and this is none other than the big man himself, that is Antonio Rudiger, as well as even some other German defenders doing well. And the midfield, the likes of Joshua Kimmich, Jamal Musiala, Florian Wirtz, that is from Bayer Leverkusen, are also performing out better. So this German side is one of the biggest teams. On the side of Portugal, I think Portugal are also having some of their biggest generation. Cristiano Ronaldo, at the age of 40 years, age is just a number. Currently a top scorer, that is in the Saudi Pro League, aiming to break records, that is on continental football. Even the all-time top scorer, that is as for world football. So Cristiano Ronaldo is still defying the odds. That is the big haters and even the critics. Things are moving on positively. Portugal has a well-balanced team, also in the midfield. The likes of Vitinha, that is from PSG, are playing football at the top level. Bruno Fernandes struggling with Manchester United, but on his side, I think is performing better. Bernardo Silva still is also performing better. The likes of Rafael Leao, that is from AC Milan, are also playing some good football. So all in all, this will be a big game for crash out. That is Portugal up against Germany. So to any fan of football, I think the talking point, this UEFA Nations League semi-final is a big one, never to miss out. So we will be coming back around the 7th of that is June, if at all God gives us a lifetime, to say something upon this game, on what transpired in that game. My last game that I will breaking down, that is the game of the defending champions themselves, that is Spain. I remember Spain in the previous encounter, that is in 2023, they managed to beat, that is Croatia, 5-4 on penalties, after the game ending, that is in a draw in the full 90 and even in the extra time. On the side of France, France beat Spain. That was in the 2021 Uefa Nations League finals. However, Spain managed to progress back and they managed to win. That is the following competition, winning that in penalties. So it will be one of the biggest crashes, as France will be under the stewardship of returning captain, that is the big man himself. This is none other than the big man himself, that is Kylian Mbappe. After struggling at Real Madrid, I think right now has picked up where we expect him to be, and the team is somehow performing better. However, on his return, Croatia managed to beat them 2-0. However, on the reverse fixture, they also managed to win 2-0, and he scored, that is the penalty, leading as example as a captain. So we'll be expecting more from him. Remember, some of the missing gadgets that is in his casket, that is, he has the UEFA Nations League, but he has no UEFA Champions League. So winning the Champions League, La Liga, and even a UEFA Nations League maybe could boost his chances of winning the Ballon d'Or. Some key absentees, Atletico Madrid superstar, that is Antoine Griezmann, will be out. That is retired, that is from international football for France. However, there are some other young talents, the likes of Eduardo Camavinga, Oriol Tchouameni, Upamecano are playing some good football. The likes of Michael Olise are also playing some good football. Not only that is in Bayern Munich and even on the French national team, but the big star right now is that is PSG superstar, that is the big man himself, Ousmane Dembele. So this will also a big one, not to miss out. So to any fan of football, will be coming here digesting on what transpired, that is in this game. But as per now, I keep giving you updates, and even in the fixtures that took action, that is